Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 202 with my main man, Larry.
What is happening, my man?
We're going to talk about a Waymo car gets pulled over, which is kind of follow up from last week because I didn't have the video ready. And then a woman sues Lyft because the driver took out his willy and peed. Now, I will say, I was like, I want to write the word penis, but I don't want to put that in the title. So I went to Google and I said, give me a synonym or another name for penis. And I saw willy, and that's what I chose. So
nice, safe word.
Nice, safe word. I didn't want to put that in the title. I don't know why. It's the right term for a male genitalia is a penis, but penis talk 1 minute on the show. All right, go to gigeconomyshow.com to sign up for our newsletter and anything else Gig Economy Show related. Want to mention our Patreon members, Samson from Grand Rapids, Bud Dickman, Omar from Detroit, Bud's from North Carolina, Delivery Cats from Michigan, Jamie from Tennessee, Frank from Philly, Tom from Chicago, Jim from Connecticut, Tom from Houston, and Miguel, who just joined from Grand Rapids. Appreciate you guys so much. If you want to join the Patreon, which they offer a free 7-day trial so you can check it out, see if you like it, and then if you don't like it, you can just cancel and you don't get charged, which you'll like it because we're awesome. Go to patreon.com/the Gig Econ podcast or just search the Gig Economy Podcast. $5 tier gets you the pre-show banter. The $10 tier gets you the pre-show banter, an extra podcast a month, exclusive piece of merch, which I did email those guys and neither of them emailed me back, by the way. And you get ad-free episodes because there are ads on the show. So if you're interested in joining, check that out. And then we have a chatter group, which is called Telegram. And Larry is going to describe what that is as we see Mr. M. Argentini put a rooster up here.
There you go. Yeah. So the Telegram group is as Jay says, our chat group. We have members from all over the country and actually all over the world. They all are gig workers and do various gigs. So it's a good place to just meet some new people, talk about different gig work. You can get in there and vent. You can talk about what a wonderful day you're having, how much money you're making or not making. You can just shoot the breeze and make some friends.
Shoot the breeze.
Come to our picnic.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta create an ad for that. So I reposted something on TikTok about when you said shoot the breeze, it triggered that. It was a TikTok and explained all of our sayings. That wasn't one of them, but like where they came from. I don't know. He could have been bullshitting where it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
To know where some of that stuff comes from. Like hangover was something like had to do with a rope, and if you were drinking too much, they put your head in a rope. Like, I don't know. It's interesting. I didn't do it justice. Just I don't know. Search it on TikTok.
I will search it.
Jeez Louise. Stories from the road. I see Larry got I read it as Larry got pushed in a pool, but
no.
I was like, why is he doing it? Why he's out of his car? I do not have any stories. Like same old guys. I apologize. Like I just don't have any stories. Oh, I almost hit a deer on one of my routes. I should have pulled that.
Yeah,
I
screamed. Video.
I screamed. It was a fawn, and I looked at my phone on my route and looked up, and I was like, I'm not hitting a fawn, and I should have pulled that. I did save that video, but anyways, Larry, tell us about the guy getting pushed in a pool.
Yeah, so working last weekend, I guess it was, and picked up a guy. Him and his wife got in the car. He was probably late 40s, maybe early 50s. And, give it the usual, hey, how's it going tonight? He's like, well, it was going fine until they pushed me in the pool. And I was like, what? What is going on? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm a manager at Overtime, which is one of the sports bars here in town.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, I was retiring or leaving, going somewhere else or whatever. And he's like, they threw me a big party tonight. And then one of them thought it'd be funny to push me in the pool. So he ruined my key fob. His key fob was in his pocket, which is why they needed to ride home because his car, he couldn't start his car and he was not happy. He was not. I was like, that was fun years ago, but now people have phones in their pocket. They have, these expensive watches, your key fob, you can run a lot of stuff. So it was a good 25-minute ride. Listen to him complaining. He's like, besides that, the night was pretty good, but he complained several times about how much it was going to cost to replace that key fob.
Why do you think that's fun? Like, I don't understand people that do that. Like, if you go to
When you were a kid, it was fun. It was one of those things. But now, as a grown up, I would never. I don't think I would.
no, I just like it's like when the bride and groom,
If they're there and they're in their swimsuit or something, that's one thing. But
yeah. But like I think about the bride and groom where they smash the cake in each other's face.
yeah, I don't understand that one either.
I know it may have been a tradition or something like
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Miguel says,
Weird.
say hello to M Argentini for me. Okay. Miguel says hello. I don't know.
And then my second story, I don't know why, it was a pool themed night. So later on that night, it's like 1 a.m. and I get a ping from this neighborhood, which when I was growing up, it was like the place where all the rich people live. Now we've got a few of those, but it was back in the day, it was the one. So pull up to this house. Like I said, it's about 1 a.m. This like 20-something-year-old girl comes walking out, got a bikini on, no shoes, no purse, no nothing, just her phone. Comes out, gets in the car. I was like, "You're not wet. You're not just out of the pool." She's like, "No." She hadn't been in the pool for a while, but then she proceeds to get on the phone and call some dude, and she's like, "Yeah, Chuck. I'm in an Uber right now. I'm in an Uber because you and Susie left me while I was in the bathroom. I didn't have a ride home. Thanks a lot." And she's giving him hell, and she's like, "No, I'm going to bed. No, don't come over. I don't want you to come over. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your face."
Wow.
she was a little hot about getting left at I guess a swim party at somebody's house. But yeah, she had nothing, no towel, no purse, no bag, no shoes, nothing but her phone. That was it.
In my head, the story wasn't going that way. It was going to be like a booty call or something like that. That's where she was heading. But like, why? Even if they left her there, why wouldn't she have her? Like, maybe she packed her bag already and put it in the car, and then they
Maybe, yeah, they may have had all her stuff because she didn't bring,
oh my
or else
God.
she didn't bring anything. Yeah, I mean, like I said, no, nothing. I mean, even when you go to a pool party, you usually have clothes to put on, or a bag, or a towel, or something. But no, she was empty-handed.
Jeez, I don't think I've ever had anyone in like, I mean, that's basically underwear, right? I mean, let's face it, it's just different kind of fabric.
Yeah, I mean, and as you see them when they walk up to the car, and then they get in. She sat right behind me, so
Oh,
because that's the side of the street she was on. So I mean, it's not like it's not like you're looking at them or anything.
oh
Anyway,
shoot.
it's a big deal. But uh, yeah, it was just I was like, you always wonder what the story is, but then she answered that soon enough when she made the call to Chuck and let him have an earful.
Chuck's an asshole. That's so rude. Don't leave it. Although on the flip side, what if she was being the rude person and they left her because
there may have very well been a good reason that she got left. I kind of got that vibe a little bit.
Oh, did you?
A little bit, just a little. Not nothing overt, but just a little bit.
Was she hammered at all?
No,
okay.
I couldn't tell if she'd even had a drink. No, she was not drunk.
Interesting.
But
yeah.
And so it's kind of pool related evening. You know how you get some of those themes going sometime.
Yeah, and I mean that's the stories. Like each ride, I don't care how many times you say it, is an adventure.
It is. It really is.
It's like you could be a police officer, right? It could be like 10 calls of just boring and then one insanity. You know what I mean? That's kind of what rideshare is. Most of them are like, yeah, how you doing? Whatever. And then all of a sudden you're like, bikini, throwing up, fist fight.
Next one's off the chain for
someone hit your car and you get out and you want to fight them. Those kind of things.
Exactly. Somebody tapping on your car.
Yeah.
Like a madman.
No, Larry does not have dash cam footage because she sat behind him. So that's not going to really do anything. You sicko.
Yeah. I mean, I probably have footage of her walking up the steps to her apartment, but
yeah. We'll save that for some
Patreon.
Yeah, there you go. Good sell. All right. Before we jump into gig economy news, I want to talk about 616 Locksmith. My man Matt, he is amazing. He helped me out recently. I've known Matt for a long time. Finally decided to advertise on the show a little bit. So yes, this is located in Grand Rapids or West Michigan area, but most of our listeners are from that area. So if you ever get locked out of your house or your car, or you need a new fob programmed because it got thrown in the pool, and you need a new fob, this is the guy you call. He can do that, and it's relatively affordable to get that stuff replaced. I don't know about the fob. I'm not sure about that, but he did work on my 2010 Pilot, it's still a random. It's still got a key. It's not like push button. So check him out. And then of course, tip you in the app. We had Levi on. He does a great job.
Yep.
Check out his link in the description for YouTube, and subscribe to his channel. He does amazing work. I wish I had his ability to do videos and just good speaking voice, all around nice guy. So check him out. Good cinematography. I didn't think I was going to be able to say that name. So kind of a slow news week again. I don't know what's going on. We're stretching some of these stories as news stories, but we'll bear with us.
It is summer, just ride share slows down and ride share news slows down.
yeah. There's really nothing cooking. So Levi's a master at spreadsheets. I mean, if you say so. Okay, so this first video is about 57 seconds long, and this is a follow-up. And I've been trying to do that. If we do have follow-up from a story that we talked about, like we should do it, because it kind of leaves people hanging. Because I know I hate that when I'm listening to a show and they never follow up on like a search or something like that. So I'm really trying to remember what we talked about the week before. But so this is the cop's dash cam, or it's not dash cam, it's his body cam. When he has to pull this car over for Waymo. So we'll check that out and talk about it.
We got a unmanned vehicle that was kind of taken off from me. It's a Waymo car.
Has it stopped?
Yeah, it stopped. It's a 92 Adam Sam, or a 92 Adam 2 Sam Paul, and there's no driver. Hi!
Connected to rider support. This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
Yeah, this is Officer Hines, Phoenix PD. So, your car here drove into oncoming lanes of traffic.
Okay, I will go ahead and take a look at that right now.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of a construction area, and it went into opposing lanes of traffic, which is real bad.
Which is real bad.
Real bad. That's very, very bad.
I love how he's like, yeah, I'll look into that right now. Like, how about you shut the car down until we figure out, you know what I mean?
Deactivate this thing till we figure out what's going on, why it's going into oncoming traffic.
So I wonder if I don't know if there was a passenger in there. And the window rolled down when he walked up. I thought that was interesting too. Yeah. It's almost like they knew, like the technology knew it got pulled over. And so that as soon as they saw the officer walk up, it rolled down the window.
Yeah. I mean, you would think it would have to, because that's why I asked you before. I was like, did it have any trouble pulling over? And it looks like, when I don't know if he put his lights on or how the car knows to pull over.
Yeah, I would assume that it seems pretty obvious, or it seems pretty easy to code if you see the lights behind there, I tell you what, that would be one of the quickest way to end a self-driving program if a fire truck or a cop tried to get through and those cars weren't pulling over.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Piss off the cops and the firefighters, you're going to have trouble.
So, yeah, you wonder if when that happens, does that alert them back at the hub or headquarters or whatever? And then somebody starts looking at the cameras and they see the car walking up, and because obviously the window's not going to roll down just because somebody walks up to the car.
Right.
Otherwise people just walk up the car and the window's going to roll down. Then you're going to have people in there that you don't want in.
Exactly. I wonder too, and this is like way down the road, when we as like homeowners or car owners have our own self-driving vehicle, are we going to have a monitoring program so that if something like that does happen, someone can chime in? Is it like OnStar? You know what I mean? Like,
be like your Ring doorbell, it's going to pop up.
Well, something like that, because you think to yourself too, this is a very conspiracy theory, but it's self-driving and all of a sudden it takes off on its own. And then who's going to control it? Like, you're sitting there and you can't control, like, they're going to be able to shut it down. Right.
I'm sure they'll have a kill switch on them for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to have to, in which people are not going to like that. But I bet you dollars to donuts, there's probably if you have OnStar, they have that ability anyways. They can shut it down at any time.
Right.
I don't. I mean, I have it in my car, but I didn't ever subscribe to it. But
yeah, which is fine until it malfunctions and shuts your car down when you're on the interstate going 80 miles an hour.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it was interesting. I didn't see any follow up on that, but definitely something that they need to correct because it seems like construction zones really screwed up. Which brings now this is totally different, but. My car, when it has Super Cruise on, all it is looking at the line. So even if I'm going in a construction zone where it deviates or whatever, it works. Now I'll tell you, I'm ready to grab that steering wheel because it scares the shit out of me because it still goes the speed limit. So I usually have it set at 65. Right. It's going through there at 65, even when it's turning like this.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh man. So that's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But if it's a regular curve where it's like it knows like it's like it's a regular road, it will slow down the car when you have Super Cruise on. But for whatever reason during the construction zone, but I guess my point is it's able to follow it no problem. Why are these other cars having so much trouble, I guess? And I mean, again, it's probably apples to oranges, but it's one of those things. But
yeah, it's something they're definitely going to have to work on because it seems like it happens a lot. Construction zones seem to be a huge problem.
Yeah, and if you live anywhere warm, that's construction zone 365 days a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although I don't feel like their roads get beat up as much. I don't know. Does the heat really beat them up out west? You would think over here it's the freezing and the thawing. And
I don't think I wouldn't think they would get beat up as bad because they don't have that, like I said, the freezing and thawing, the expansion and the contraction.
Yeah. All right, moving on. This is kind of an interesting. It's actually our only picture of tonight. No, I lied. Oh, did I not load that picture?
I don't know.
Oh, sugar jets. I didn't see it in here. Hold on a second. Oh, it put it in the wrong spot. Let me load it real quick. There we go. So this is a picture. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, this is from DoorDash. It says, this notification you get. It says heading to you, arriving on time, 3:37 p.m. but to 3:42 p.m. Your dasher is heading to you with your order. Your dasher, Jewel, and baby dashers, and in parentheses 9 and 11 years old.
Yeah, so when you read it, like again, we all at least for me, I'm a terrible quick reader. When you read it, I just read baby dasher. I skipped right over Jewel. I saw baby dasher, and then your eyes are attracted to the parentheses, the 9 and 11 years old.
I've got two kids delivering my door.
Yeah. Well,
this is great.
I know Gabe commented WTF because he probably read it quick like I did.
Yeah.
Are these the dashers? So why is this even allowed? This should be your legal name that you upload to the app.
Right. I don't know why I would want to let people put something like that on there.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd want to put that on there.
I mean, I think they're just being cute. You know what I mean? She's like, the kids are out helping me, which is totally fine. That's totally fine that you do that. But I don't know if I would put that on there. But again, I blame DoorDash for this. It should just be your legal first name.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I agree. All the apps should do that. They should require you to, put whatever name you have on your ID.
Yeah. Can you imagine with Amazon Flex, as they tell you, I think I talked about it a couple of shows related, thanks, Jason, have a good night. And they show your name and your picture of, what if it said baby flexer? You know what I mean? They'd be like, it's just weird, especially when you have people coming up to your house.
Yeah.
You definitely want, just legitimacy. There we go. I had to slow it down in my brain.
There you go. So M Argentina said that they put it on there to shame the customer into tipping.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see that
for sure.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, just don't do that. Just put your regular name on there. All right. Woman sues for sexual assault after Lyft driver took out. So they wrote it, took his penis out and urinated a plastic container. I'm like, what's wrong with that? right?
Exactly.
Gatorade
Doesn't
bottle.
everybody do that? But
Right, exactly. Okay, this site's already muted. Obviously, I've had trouble before. So, Jersey woman taking a lift to Manhattan was traumatized when her despicable driver allegedly whipped out his manhood and urinated in a plastic container during the trip. The driver took out his penis out of his pants and began urinating in a plastic container somewhere on a public road on the west side of Manhattan, the woman claimed. It left her shocked and angry and caused lasting depression and other psychological emotional distress. The alleged public lewdness of and exposure of himself amounts to a sexual assault, which is stupid. Jane Doe contended that the driver, identified only as Luis, had an apparent ability to cause imminent, harmful, or offensive bodily contact through the lewd act. I don't know if it's a lewd act. The conduct was so outrageous, shocking, despicable, and contemptible that it exceeds reasonable bounds of decency, she said in court papers. San Francisco-based company Lyft was negligent for hiring Luis and failing to protect riders from sexual predators. Oh wow, it is getting this is Better Call Saul lawyer in here. The lawsuit also accuses the company of failing to recognize signs that Luis was using his position to expose himself to passengers. Lyft's aggressive policy of promising its drivers fast and generous compensation caused inattention and a distraction by the driver in unsafe, hazardous conditions on the roads, she also alleges.
yeah, now that's the part that I'm like, man, she is this is stretching it. This is really, really stretching it.
I get it. She should be able to get some money, but like, what do we? I mean, like, it's okay. And I don't know her background. Maybe she was assaulted at a time, so this is really traumatizing to her. I'm not making light of that at all, but this is a little
I mean, obviously her lawyer's going after Lyft because they've got the money, and not the driver. This is 100% on the driver. I don't know of any policies that Lyft has that's causing people to whip their willy out.
yeah. Like her saying that the promise of big money is
what is that? I don't see how you connect those two dots. I just don't.
Well, the thing is too is like it doesn't say he whipped it out to expose himself. He had to take a piss. He's probably again, I don't know why you would do that. I mean, again, even if you had to go so bad, I would just pull over and like fucking run behind a bush or something.
You know why he did that? Because he didn't have a thirsty goose.
Always bringing it back, Larry. Always bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
Get that thirsty goose 10% off. We're a bastard with the thirsty goose.
And
at least you said goose. I'm proud of you.
I worked on it. But yeah, get a goose, avoid taking a charge.
Yeah.
Well worth the money.
And it's not see-through. So if you get your willy all the way in there, she can't see it. And you just, it's just
look like you're assaulting a goose at that point.
Larry. I never thought I'd hear on this show assaulting a goose. But yeah.
Okay.
Martini. He also whipped it out to shame the customer into tipping. Oh yeah, he showed his tip. Yeah. All right, moving on. What is this? Oh, the video. Do you want to preface this one, or did you forget what it was?
No, go ahead.
So yeah, this is a video that has like 3.5 million likes. When I've never seen it, but sometimes I get this is a dog video, so she's delivering the food, and a dog comes out. We'll watch it.
Yeah.
Hey, is it Frost?
No.
Some people don't like dogs at all. That was a little dog.
I'm telling you though,
that was a little dog.
It was a little dog, and from a person that has 2 little dogs and a big old dog, I'd be more afraid of those little dogs than the big dogs. I am, even when I'm doing flex. Like if it's a big dog, German Shepherd, any of them, I just like, hi, how's it going? They wag their tail. The little ones, they just have that like
chip on their shoulder.
They got a chip on their shoulder, and they're constantly barky, and they're like going at you. My little dogs do that. They're terrifying. But her reaction, it sounded like she slammed into the car. I couldn't.
Oh
see.
yeah, I think she like jumped on the hood, did like a.
Oh, is that what it was?
I think it's like a Dukes of Hazzard, across the hood of the car.
Oh my god! Yeah, you don't want to run from him. Although she ran fast, she outran the dog.
She outran him.
It was so funny. Her face too. She was like, "Hi," dropping it off, and then she's like, "Ah!"
Immediate terror. Oh my gosh,
that was so funny. All right, moving on. So this is a video of I don't know if it's a Dasher.
DoorDash, yeah.
DoorDasher. I'll play the video, but I realize that you kind of got to read it, so it doesn't really. Can't even hear me, anyways. I forgot. Well, the podcast can, but the live stream can't. Yeah. So basically, she had a $980 Smoothie King order, and they didn't tip, and they I want to find the comments on this. Just give me a second. And she took the straws, and she didn't deliver the straws.
She accidentally forgot the straws.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Thinking about the time I accepted a $980 catering order from a Smoothie King for a baseball team, and they didn't tip, so I accidentally forgot to give them their straws. So the comments are slaying her. Like, it's not good. It's you can see the tip before you even accept the order. Mm-hmm. All your videos make me think you're a real melon.
Yeah. I read one. They were talking about, hey, maybe it was a business card. They couldn't add a tip.
I don't know. I call bullshit on that though. Possible. I mean, people usually tip more with a business card because it's going to the company.
Yeah, it depends on the business for sure.
Yeah, but people are just slaying her.
Oh yes, yeah, they laid into her pretty good.
Yeah, but I don't know. What would you do in that situation? I mean,
that much of a that big of an order. Yeah, you kind of hope for a tip, but I mean, how much was it? That total order?
It was almost $1,000.
If I'm making that, I'll bring smoothies with no tip for $1,000 and not complain about it.
What? You're saying you'll deliver $1,000 worth of smoothies with no tip and not complain about it?
I mean, she said it was like 70 smoothies.
Well, I mean,
how much did she make?
I don't know. It doesn't say, but if it's DoorDash and it's the base fare and there's no,
that's true.
She probably took it for $250.
Yeah,
I mean, it's on her. It's on her, but like, I need receipts. I need to see, like, I bet you, like, that's the thing. Like, people do stuff on the internet for clout all the time.
Right.
So did this really happen? I want to see the receipts. I want to see although if she didn't take a screenshot or whatever, but
as usual, need more information and need to know how much she did make on it. I was getting confused with the $900.
Oh, do you thought that her tip was $1,000?
No, I was just thinking that's how much it was paying out.
Oh, no. That was the total. So a lot of times you can see that, or DoorDash doesn't show you that, but like the restaurant will attach a receipt to it and it'll say like how much it was.
Yeah, and they just base it on the distance.
They don't care how much it is.
So unless I probably would be upset, but if I would have saw there was 70 smoothies, I probably would have canceled it.
But I don't know if you like. It's been so long since I've done DoorDash. Like, I don't even remember. I don't even think it shows what that is. I think it just shows mile. Like,
MA. Yeah.
I think once you get there and you tap arrived and you look at it, I think you can see everything that's ordered. But maybe she thought she was going to get a cash tip.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think most people would hope. Like, surely, they're ordering this much food, they're gonna tip me. And that's what some of the comments said too. They were like, well, you tell a lot of people haven't worked in DoorDash or Grubhub because like, why would anybody tip before they got their order? Aren't you tipping for the service? Well, as we talk about many times in food delivery, your tip is really a bid for service.
Mm-hmm. How quick I'm going to get there, how I'm going to take care of you and stuff like that. Because it's kind of, I don't know. It is a weird concept. I understand that because it's not, because everyone thinks about the restaurant work, right? You don't tip till after you're done, after you see the service. But like, my service is all my service is delivering it to you. So if I'm, if I'm only getting $2, sorry, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, these smoothies are going to be just completely
I don't
liquid by the
I don't
time.
even know how she was able to do it and keep them cool. I mean, it probably took them, unless they have like maybe a cooler there, but it probably took them a while to make them. So the first ones have probably been sitting there for 20, 30 minutes, and then she had to pick them up.
Yeah.
Like,
Just a bad situation.
Yeah. Don't order 70 smoothies in the
For
summer
delivery. Yeah.
for delivery. That's stupid.
Yeah.
So anyways, I want to see the receipts. I want to see if she actually what it showed when she got it. I think maybe Gary's apps do that. I think they do. They'll take a screenshot of an incoming order automatically, because I obviously don't want to touch my phone every time. But yeah, interesting. Like we said, guys, slow news week.
Yep.
Octopus tablets, check them out. Go to the link in our description. This is where your riders can play trivia, play games, all kinds of fun stuff, whatever's going on in the world as the Olympics are coming up. We got swimming and running and all that fun stuff. So I'm sure they'll have updates on the medal count in there. But basically, it's a tablet. They send you all the equipment. It's free for you. You can earn up to about $100 a month if you drive full time, like 40 hours a week, I would guess. It's based on you driving around and interaction by the passengers when they touch the screen and stuff. So they have contests, they have giveaways. The customers can win on trivia. I always love it when they say like they think they did good, right? And then
yeah, like we're slaying it, man. We're killing it.
And then the score comes up for the day. They're like,
yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah, they got like 8 and the high score is like 32.
I know. And then people not everybody, but a lot of people will say to me, like, this is bullshit. Nobody wins. I'm like, dude, people do win every day.
Yes,
like,
every day.
He says so they must be cheating. I'm like, I don't know how they do it, because I've not had anyone come really close in my car.
I've had a top 3.
Top 3? Okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
And a top 10.
Okay, that's good. I've not had any of those. Usually mine are too drunk to even.
Yeah.
Well, they think.
Have you noticed? Have you seen where they can play music on there now? I mean, they can't pick what song they want, but it'll give them like what mood you're in, and it'll give them like 4 choices, so they can choose like one of these 4 moods and
really
a song. Yeah.
Does it play it off the tablet?
Yeah.
So it's got shitty music, like shitty speakers. Like
naturally.
Naturally.
Yeah, no, Christy, the customers do not have to pay anything to play the games on this tablet. It's all free. It's all paid for through little ads that they run. And the more games that the people play and the more rides you do, the more money you'll make as a driver. And really just free money, because once you get the tablet, you hook it up, you put it in your car, you really don't have to do anything with it. I mean, you might want to take it out, if you're going somewhere, parking your car that's not a real safe place or something, you might want to take it out. Or, if your car is going to be out in the sun all day and it's going to be 100 degrees, sometimes you might want to take it out. But mine just pretty much stays in there.
What I really like too is like people will ask, can we download this app? And I'm like, nope, you can't. I'm glad they don't. They you can only get it in the back of an Uber car.
Exactly.
Rideshare car.
Yeah. And what I like to do, I love it when you get the people that are about half drunk and they're playing the games for about half the ride, and they're like, hey, does this cost anything? I'm like, yeah, it's just $9.99 a minute. It's no big deal. and they freaked out,
Oh, I need to do that and freak them out. I never say that.
I do every time.
That's hilarious.
See that look of shock on their face.
Right.
Oh,
so yeah, check it out if you're interested. Christy, the link is in the description. All right, where are we at here? Okay, this one's Larry's. So again, slow news day.
Yeah, so this is a driver in New Orleans, which he's a huge fan of the movie Shrek, and he kind of looks like Shrek. He'll dress up and go to these conventions and as Shrek.
Comic-Cons.
So he decided, the Comic-Cons. So he decided that he was going to dress up his car and make it like a Shrek mobile. And what's really cool is he actually has like a hologram that projects like Shrek out in front of his car.
Really?
Yeah, it's what it says in the article. I haven't been able to find what device he uses to do that, but it's pretty cool. See, it says, instead of the familiar blue or pink glow of a standard rideshare sign, you're startled by the bright green glow coming your way. It takes a moment for you to realize what you're seeing: a giant bright green ogre head floating out of the darkness toward you. So yeah, and so yeah, he was a truck driver, and then he decided to get into some rideshare, and he was a big fan of the movie Shrek, so he made it a Shrekmobile. So
yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same. Like you're kind of famous in the town for lifting with Larry and stuff. So it's kind of that same vibe, right? Like that.
Yeah,
it's the Shrek guy. Oh my god.
Yeah, but he had a TikTok back in June 21st that a passenger posted, had more than 1.3 million likes.
Holy cow. It's probably like, damn it, why? So the repost got 1.3 million likes?
Well, a passenger posted it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it has 1.3 million likes and 4.8 million views. So
dang,
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing the TikToks with my.
But here's the thing. So speaking of that, the lady that posted the Smoothie King, right? I went to her page.
Yeah.
And she's got nothing. Like, yeah, that one video went viral, has a ton of plays, but if you don't continue to do content after that, like she had other content, but it had like 2,000 views or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, that's just because one video goes viral, you gotta keep going. Like, yeah, if you're gonna capitalize on it, you got to keep going for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's tough. I tried doing TikTok one time, and one of the passengers in my car, she did like social media for some company. So I was talking to the kids about it. I was like, hey, I do the Instagram, but I thought about doing a TikTok. And like, oh, we got to try it. This girl, she'll fix it all. She'll make it look great. That's what she does for a living. And so we did a little video. I don't remember and then she's messing with it, and finally hands me my phone back. She's like, there you go, it's ready to post. They get out and walk off, and I play it, and they put some song in there. It's got the N-word in it like 20 times. I'm like, I can't post this. What are you doing? What are you thinking?
Yeah.
I can't post this kind of stuff. So
yeah,
I'm sure they're wondering why it never got posted, but I can't do that.
It sounds like they were trying to sabotage you.
You would think so, but I think they just like that song.
I mean, I like some songs that has the N-word in it. It doesn't mean I'm going to post it on social media.
Yeah. I was like, no, sorry, can't do that. So I haven't tried again since then.
Yeah, I love TikTok. I think it's a great app. But yeah, you got to be consistent, and I just don't have the energy for that. So we do post. I have been trying to post clips from this show, so go follow our TikTok, god damn it. So
yeah, and I repost them on the Lifting with Larry TikTok.
All right, cool. Thank you. Let's see where we at. Okay, so DoorDash delivers electronics, which I think we kind of knew that most of those apps, Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats, you can like get more than food. So this guy said he ordered some Meta VR goggles from Best Buy that were delivered to him via DoorDash within 30 minutes, paying an extra $30 for delivery and tip. So, okay, $30. I'm not sure how much the driver got, but said he was super excited, but he ended up returning the goggles to Best Buy. He knew in advance that Best Buy would refund his $538.74 directly to DoorDash. However, DoorDash refused to pass along the refund to him. They told him he couldn't prove his refund due to company guidelines, which states that orders are final and non-refundable, and that DoorDash is under no obligation to provide refunds. Well, my guess is that's the policy for like food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they will. It's like pulling teeth. I know I've talked about it on the show when where were my wife and I think we were in Florida. We ordered Uber Eats and it was wrong. And I canceled it right away. Like even before, and they were like, oh, the kitchen already made the food. And like I chatted with them for 40 minutes before they refunded my money. So they don't want to refund it. But I feel like he just got the wrong answer, the wrong support guy, you think? Because why wouldn't they give him his $500 back?
Yeah, because they were saying they didn't know where it was at, and which obviously they had it.
Correct.
And I think it said later on in the article they finally did end up refunding it to him, and then gave him like $100 in DoorDash.
Yeah, they got bad press about it.
Exactly.
I don't know
trying to appease
why
them.
DoorDash decides they want to be the collector of that much money. Like, I feel like in that space, as far as like, they should set a limit. Like, if it's
Mhm.
$250 or more, we're gonna let the we'll facilitate the delivery. Maybe the
Yeah,
retailer pays the delivery, like, whatever. Just let the retailer collect the $500. Like, why are
right.
we fucking around with $500 stuff?
Yeah. I don't know. They're all the apps are trying to be everything to everybody. Just like,
Yeah,
just like restaurants. You used to have restaurants that kind of specialize in one things, and then you get these ones that just want to have everything. Hamburgers,
yeah.
chicken, sushi, they want to do it all.
Don't ever go to a place that sells sushi and hamburgers.
Hey,
There's some red flags going on there.
yeah.
Larry's like, I eat there all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Speedway. No.
I'm not sure I would try Speedway. God help me. I'm not sure I would trust a DoorDash. Like, well, they have like you can get stuff from the Apple store too. I remember
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
Postmates was around in Grand
Yeah.
Rapids, and I would do Apple deliveries. I'd be delivering MacBooks, iPhone, like I'd be delivering $3,000, $4,000 worth of merch.
I remember that.
And it still happens. I don't know if it's through Uber Eats or DoorDash, but I'm just like, man, that's a lot of responsibility for 10
Oh
bucks.
yeah. These people stealing your $10 hamburger, and what are they gonna do? And they
Yeah.
steal your $3,000, Mac Pro.
Yeah, and I wonder what happens. Who covers that? Like, does DoorDash take the hit? Does Apple
Yeah,
take the
especially if
hit?
there's no, video or anything that shows that, the DoorDasher took it, or it just doesn't show up.
They got to have some sort of insurance for that stuff, right? When it's that
Oh
much
yeah,
money,
I
like
would think so. Yeah.
that seems like a big risk to put on either DoorDash or Apple. Neither of them want to shell out $3,000 because the Dasher decided to be a dick and steal
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems stupid to not do that, but
Yeah. It's like, hey, this computer's worth more than I'm going to make in the next 3 months. I'm just going to take a 3-month vacation.
I mean, I feel like they should go after those Dashers when it's that expensive too.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you should get the cops involved. Like, if you
for
know,
sure.
but again, if there's no video proof, like,
Right.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
tough.
just somebody's word against, the passenger or the customer's word against the Dasher's word. If you don't have
Yeah.
any kind of video,
Yeah, it's true. So, all right, Larry, Fisker fire sale deal. Do you know
Yes.
anything about the Fisker?
Not really. I just know the sale.
Uh-oh.
Hello. Okay.
We back?
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, Fisker was selling off all their EVs, and so they were going to have a sale to sell them to this company that provides or leases cars to rideshare drivers in New York City. So originally they were just going to buy 2,100 of them, or they were going to sell 2,100 of them, but they ended up selling a total of like 3,321.
Jeez.
Yeah, and they're selling them, at a reasonable price. I think the ones that are in good shape, they're selling for like $16,000.
Holy smoke. Well, aren't they all new?
No, not all new.
They're not.
No, these are the ones that they say are in good shape,
Okay.
not beat up. And then they have some other ones that they were selling that have been, like abused a little bit.
Okay.
That they were selling for like $3,200, and then some of them were even a little bit lower than that, down at $2,500. But the problem is these people are getting these cars, and I think they're renting them for like maybe $350 a month from this company. But there's no spare parts because this company's going out of business, and they're making no provision for spare parts.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, that's a big risk on a company that is a technology company, for one. Like, not even the spare part thing, but just the tech part of it. Like, this company's bankrupt. Like, that's what they buy them for, like 40 million or something like that.
Yeah,
or
it was like 46 million, I think.
I don't know what happened to Fisker. Their cars are really cool. They seem to be really overpriced.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough making it, like, new car makers you don't see very often. Now the EV market, you have seen it. You got Rivian, you got Tesla, Now the big three are making,
everybody's
EVs.
making electronic,
But
EVs now.
it's tough to make it. And I know Rivian almost went bankrupt too, but they've seemed to turn the corner a little bit. But
it's funny in here. It says in a report published by Inside EVs in June, a former Fisk employees revealed that the company did not plan to provide or stockpile spare parts for repairing the Ocean EVs. And due to the lack of availability of spare parts, Fisker technicians and employees were led to dismantle brand new cars and smuggle various parts in suitcases.
What?
Yeah, that's at the end of the story there. I don't know where they were smuggling them to or what they were smuggling them for.
Well, they're smuggling them because people are going to need the parts and they're going to be able to charge 4 times the amount.
Exactly. So, but
that's so they're done then, right? Like they're not.
Sounds like it.
Whatever
they're done.
Because there's different levels of bankruptcy, right?
Sure. Yeah. You can just have a restructuring or things like that, but
they're like done. Sounds like
it sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad. I know their cars are really expensive. I think the Ocean was like $100,000 or something.
Yeah, can you imagine getting one for $16,000? You love this car, and then something simple breaks on it, but they can't fix it because there's no parts.
Don't you feel like though in the 3D world that we like now you're not gonna be able to do a outside body with 3D printing? Maybe, I don't know, but like I feel like with the technology we have to print things out of plastic that. It could be, but do you really want to fuck around with that? If you, you know what I mean? You bought a car for $16,000, you can't get a part for it. You might as well just call it a day. But that's crazy. Well, I love my EV. I see people hating on EVs all the time. It's so funny. It's such a political hot button.
Yeah. And it goes back and forth. One day it sounds like everything's doing great. The next day, everybody's slowing down their production of EVs, and it's just weird to see where we're going to go. And I think, I'm sure a large part of it's going to be what happens in November.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's a lot of news articles. Like there was just a news article for Michigan. They I don't know, they got a grant for like 144 electric buses that went to schools, not ours.
Right.
But all the comments in there, like, like, you guys, this country is 250 years old, something like that. I don't know, 200 years old. I don't even know, 1776, but 200 and some change, and shit's gonna change. Like we're not gonna rely on the same shit all the time. Like things are gonna ebb and flow. Like it's such a small little glimpse or a little blip in life, and we don't need to like lose our shit on Facebook because some schools got electric buses. It's just
I mean, if they run and they get the kids to school,
who gives a shit?
Yeah, who cares? Who cares?
Who cares? We'll be there's our tax dollars. Bam, 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 bam. I mean, those buses are expensive. I think they go for like $350. And a regular diesel bus you can get for like 150.
Wow, that is
no, it is quite a bit more. But what I think the problem is though is these bus barns on my little soap page, these districts get these grants for these electric buses, right? So they get it for free, but they don't budget in money to fix them, and when shit goes wrong and the charging and all that stuff, and then they're stuck with a bus that they're not using because they don't have any money to fix it. It's stupid. But anyways, okay, so Uber add a boat option into European, so it's like Uber boat. Like, okay, so my real question on this, like this isn't like a huge like story or anything, is why don't we have any of this fun shit in America? It feels like every time they do like Uber boat, Uber bubbles, Uber whatever, it's always in a European country.
That's a good question. I was thinking about that myself when I came across this story, and you wonder. I think we're going to see more of this, but I don't know why we don't see more of it here. There would be a reason? I don't know the reason why they don't test that out here.
Well, I would say I was going to say maybe there's less regulations over there, but I don't think there is. I think there's more. Honestly, America's pretty like America. Fuck yeah, we'll just do what we want.
I mean, Uber and regulations, they really haven't worried about that.
I know, but that's
over the years.
But my point is like I mean, yeah, over the years they have it, but I think they are now. But my point is, like, literally everything we see is overseas.
It is, yeah, definitely.
So basically, Uber boat, you basically let's see. There's a company that will launch or it's Uber Yacht in August, the most luxurious product on our app. The Uber Yacht offers like a yacht that carry up to 8 people. They can book the private yacht for up to 8 hours with the boat's personal skipper, a complimentary bottle of champagne, and locally sourced artisan snacks. Okay. They're going to launch it in Venice and in Greece, and it's just, there's nothing. Oh, wait, though. In Paris, they're doing an all-electric boat.
Oh, yeah.
Get the comments. Get the comments going.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Let them have it.
So, I mean, again, I love that Uber's doing this stuff, but come over here to it. I think they've done the only like crazy thing that they've done is like Uber helicopter.
Yeah.
In New York City. I think that's about.
I remember that.
I have been seeing the Uber XXL, and I thought that was Photoshop. I think that's a true thing, and I think it's like transit vans. I think Larry froze again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But
I was saying I think they have Uber XXL in some areas, and I thought it was Photoshop, but I don't think it is. I think it's like transit vans.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. Yeah, I think that is a real thing.
Which, I mean, that's cool, I guess. So we have a helicopter and transit vans. Big freaking deal.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the boa constructor. Yeah, nothing on Lake Michigan. That's a good point. Traveler brought that up. Like, they could do the Uber ferry across to
Chicago,
to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been on a ferry across the lake. I don't know. It's like a fucking ocean, though. I mean, obviously it's not, but there is ferries that run back and forth.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like Megan looked into it. It's like $150. And that will take your car over too. So, which isn't too bad. It saves a ton of time, but you know, you're probably breaking even on the gas if you're spending $150, you know, so it's definitely not a cost savings. It definitely is a time saving though. So,
yeah.
But all right, let's do the boa constrictor found in Minneapolis rideshare.
Yeah, so Uber always releases an annual list of the weirdest things that get left in these cars. Well, this one would be on top, up there, I would think, on the list. Yep. So in Minneapolis, a rideshare driver found an unwanted guest in their vehicle on Tuesday. Minneapolis police shared on their Facebook that incredibly brave officers helped remove a boa constrictor from the rider's back seat. Where the boa came from is not clear. And the post saying the officers weren't able to contact the owner. The snake was taken by animal control. No snakes, officers, drivers, or passengers were physically harmed, the post read. And police shared video of an officer holding the snake, which is native to South and Central America. So it's not, it's not like a 20-foot long one, but it's big enough that if I turned around and saw that in my car, I would probably wreck.
I'd be out of that car in a heartbeat until I could assess the situation.
Yeah.
You ever see that guy on TikTok that's trying to get the 20-foot python out of the Florida Everglades?
I don't think so.
Oh my God, Larry, you would love this guy. He is nuts. He walks around. So pythons in the Florida are invasive.
I know they hunt them. They have, they pay them to kill them.
Big bounty. Yeah. And he never talks about that, but everyone's comments in his TikTok. What do you do with the pythons? And like, they go to the Rainbow Bridge.
Yes.
So his whole bit is he's trying to find the 20-foot python. But he's in barefoot in the freaking swamp. He calls him, he goes, I'm going to yoink. And he yoinks the snake and he'll get like chameleon. Oh God, I got to find him. I don't even know what his name is, but so good.
Yeah. I'll try to find this video and send it to you. It's a guy, I think he's over in Australia on a motorcycle. He's riding a motorcycle and this freaking snake comes out from under the gas tank right up in front of him. I would have been dead. I just would have been dead. I would have wiped out on that bike. I would have been just a stain on the highway.
He didn't wreck. He calmly pulled over.
No. He calmly dealt with it, man. I was like,
they see that shit all the time.
Yeah, everything over there. I mean, they have so much stuff that can kill you over there.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to visit there. New Zealand can't be like that. I mean, I know they're not even close, but they're in that general area. There's no way they have that. Every time I see Janet's area just looks so beautiful and lush.
Yes.
Although they got to have something over there, though.
Yeah.
Something, but not like Australia. So
no, Australia's got just too many deadly things.
Too many deadly things. Yeah, I'll have to find that TikTok and share it because it's so freaking good. I can't remember his name, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. I put a note in the rundown, so when I copy next week's, I'll talk about the picnic because you keep bringing it up, and I appreciate that. But yep, the picnic's coming up September 14th, 2024. Don't remember the times. It's probably like 2 to 4, just a couple hours to hang out. Obviously, everyone's invited. We'll have some food and some giveaways. We'll have a Thirsty Goose to give away. Anything else we can scrape together. And Tom, I did connect with Tom. I owe him a t-shirt. I'm gonna have my lady make it, and then I'm looking for Jim from Connecticut, Jimothy. Neither of them emailed me back, and then Tom's like, I didn't see your email. I'm like, maybe it went to spam. But anyways, so yeah, I'm looking forward to the picnic. Larry already booked his flight, so
yes.
Yep. Just got to figure out lodging.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about, if anybody's up for it, we were talking about getting like a party Airbnb for people to stay, but nobody really responds. So
party.
I guess
nobody wants to play the Rocket game.
I'm telling you, me and Gabe be playing that damn Rocket game. I guarantee you. I'll probably just book the same hotel.
You should.
If we don't get an Airbnb.
Yeah, do that. If you book the same hotel that's right by my house, and then I don't have far to go.
Yep, there you go. Exactly. Exactly.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. And as always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And we'll see you on the road.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.